The WNBA has an interesting way of rewarding players for strong play. And you would think that in the case of the All Star team that is selected by the coaches in the league, they would see the reality of the situation within the league and they would know who the best performers have been this season. And there is definitely, as you would have in every sport, some pushback and feedback and disgust on some snubs. But it's actually kind of interesting when the feedback comes in the form of a snub that's not the person who also could have been an all-star. And we're going to talk about that. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Women's Bass. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. Appreciate y'all continued support of the channel. Dearica Hamby is not happy with the all-star decision of these reserves that have been selected. If you didn't know who the reserves were at this point, I will remind you of who the all-star reserves are. Let's see right here so I can give you the exact list. You got, so you've got, where is it? Sonia Citron, Skylar Diggins, Ryan Howard, Kiki Iriafen, Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Alyssa Thomas, Kayla Thornton, Courtney Williams, Gabby Williams, and Jackie Young. So from this list, you have two rookies out of Washington who are on the list, Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen. And they're both having really good seasons. But they're not even the best player on their team. That is Brittney Sykes. And Brittney Sykes, while she is a bit of a shot chucker, that's never stopped the WNBA from voting someone onto an all-star team. Dare I say, Ryan Howard is shooting 34.2% from the field. And she was selected to the all-star team. And she's not even, again, her team's best player. Her team's best player was voted onto the all-star team in the form of Alicia Gray. Brittney Sykes is averaging 17.9 points, 3.9 rebounds, 4.6 assists on 37% shooting and 38% from three. Comparably, Ryan Howard is shooting is averaging 16.8 points, 5.2 boards, 4.7 assists, shooting 34.4% from the field and 29% from three. Who is having a better year? Brittney Sykes. Brittney Sykes is having a better year than Sonia Citron. She's having a better year than Kiki Iriafen. She's the lead dog on that team. How in the world do you give an all-star appearance to the second and third best player on the team when the best player is not an all-star? That's insane. It's insane. It makes no sense. You also have Courtney Williams, who was selected onto this team. Courtney Williams is not the second best player on her team. We all know who that is. It's McBride, Kayla McBride. Kayla McBride right now is averaging 14.9, 2.3, 3.5, 43% shooting, 40% from three. Courtney Williams averaging 13.5, 4.8 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 43% shooting, 39% from three. If you polled people and you asked them who's the better player, is it Kayla McBride or Courtney Williams? I'm going to venture to guess that majority would pick Kayla McBride. But Kayla McBride was left off of the all-star team list as well. Dearica Hamby slammed this list. She slammed the fact that taking two and not including the best player from a below 500 team is crazy. I agree with her. How in the world is a team that's under 500 getting two all-stars, yet they're not taking the best player from that team? It's insane. The selection process is nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Skylar Diggins is an obvious selection. Kelsey Mitchell's an obvious selection. Kelsey Plum's an obvious selection. Alyssa Thomas is an obvious selection. There's a lot of questionable selections on this list, and I'm not looking at the starters because they're voted in. But the reserves, it's an interesting list. Gabby Williams is a fringe player, 13.4, 4.8, 4.7, 44%, 35%. She's behind Brittney Sykes. They list her as a forward, but she's 5'11". I mean, in some places, she's listed as a guard and a forward. So they're all listed as guards. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guards. I know Kayla Thornton's the leading scorer for Golden State. She's averaging 15 a game. Alyssa Thomas is obviously very good. Angel Reese was selected to the team. She's obviously had a nice run the last couple of weeks after having a really miserable start to her season. She's had a nice run of games. Obviously, she's got her 15 plus rebounds that they're all talking about now. But Angel Reese is averaging 12.6 and 12.8, 3.9 assists on 41%, shooting in 27% from three. Are there other bigs that probably maybe deserved it more than her? I don't know. Maybe. I know Jonquel Jones isn't happy. Jonquel Jones said nothing worse than playing like an all-star and not being one. With that being said, thanks to all the people who took their time to vote for me, and congratulations to all the all-stars this year. I don't think that anyone on earth would argue that Jonquel Jones is not a better player than Angel Reese, but let's be real, Jonquel Jones has missed half the season. If Jonquel Jones had been available or had been voted as a starter, then there would be a discussion, but she wasn't voted as a starter. Heck, Reese wasn't voted as a starter. Jonquel Jones is averaging 12.1 points this year. Not a great year in terms of points. 10 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 48% from the field, 44% from three. I mean, she's a better player than Reese. We all know that, but it's arguable that because she's only played 9 games this season that she'd be left off. I'll tell you this: if Caitlin Clark had only played 9 games that wasn't voted on, she might be left off, even though her numbers are far superior to that of Jonquel Jones. But everyone knows Jonquel Jones is a better player than Angel Reese. Another snub was Brianna Jones. Brianna Jones is having a strong year with the Atlanta Dream. She's averaging 14, 8, 2.2, 51% from the field, 22%. She's not 3-point shooter, 22% from three. Her being left off, is she having a better year than Angel Reese? Probably so. I mean, there's definitely a certain popularity component to it, and the fact that, I mean, the coaches make these decisions, but I gotta wonder if maybe the coaches are guided a little bit. Not sure exactly, but there are players on this list that there's massive questions about. And I think Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen have had both had a good year, but to put both of them on this list is crazy. And not have Brittney Sykes is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's illogical, in fact. It's illogical. Thinking of any other players in the league, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Really, the only arguable big, I mean, heck, if you look right now, there's not one player from Connecticut on the All-Star team. And I'm curious to check one thing real quick. Tina Charles is averaging 4, 15, 5, 1.5. Yeah, she's probably not. Yeah, she's not having a better year than Reese. So yeah, I'm objective. She's not having a better year than Reese. That's the only name I could think of for the most part. The only one that's arguable, only two that are arguable in the conversation with Reese are Jonquel Jones and Brianna Jones. The rest of them, there's not much of an argument. So I don't have much issue there with her. And like I said, she has played well the last few games, which has probably helped her a lot to getting selected. Jackie Young, what's Jackie Young done this year? Not like the Vegas the Aces are having a great year. She's averaging 17, 4, 4. Okay. I just think the Brittney Sykes snub is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And when a player is commenting about it and not commenting about themselves, despite the fact that Dearica Hamby is averaging 17, 7.6, 3.8 on 54% shooting and 28% from three, I'd argue she's having a better year than Angel Reese. So there's three of them right there. But she's not even arguing on her own behalf. She's arguing on behalf of Brittney Sykes. You have to explain to me how they came up with this decision. That's kind of crazy to me. And they have no, again, can you imagine being the second and third best player and going into your locker room having to look at the best player on your team and say, "Yeah, I'm sorry, we made the All-Star team over you." It's par for the course in the WNBA. You have crazy stuff constantly happening. I mean, there's arguable stuff that happens in the NBA all the time, but I don't know that you've ever seen the second and third best players selected to an All-Star team over the best player on the team as a reserve on a sub 500 team. That's utterly crazy. But what are y'all thoughts of this? What do you think of Dearica Hamby's comments, Jonquel Jones's comments, the fact that Brittney Sykes got snubbed off of this team? Just curious what you think about it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. I appreciate y'all continued support of the channel, and God bless everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous, fabulous summer so far. Had a great holiday weekend, and we're going to continue to push out some great content for you, and I genuinely appreciate y'all support. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. Come on now.